So you got the salmon shirt today. The salmon colored. Tim Salmon in the building. Fuck the Angels. But yeah, huge events happening. The debate last night was fantastic. It was fantastic. It's funny that there were people watching it like they're like it sucked, like because they wanted like thoughtful conversation. It's like what made you think that any of this was going to be thoughtful conversation?
Be grateful we got scraps,
Remember Bush versus Kerry? How ass cheeks that was, dude. Like the debate.
No one cares. That's like some PBS NewsHour my dad shit, and I'm like
McLaughlin group.
No, this trade deal with China is good. It's just like
exactly.
Yeah,
dude. Boring.
You watched the whole thing,
entire thing. I was on delay. How was it? I was on delay.
How was the live Twitter though? How was it all?
I couldn't live Twitter. I was on a delay. Because I mean,
but how was Twitter during that time? You know what I mean?
It was lit, dude. It was lit. It was a bunch of people that like, you know how the left is, like the actual like leftists are. They're like, this sucks. Everything sucks actually, and this sucks. And it's like you're watching it. You're watching it. And you love it. And you love it. So
that's what I noticed when like all like these Marxists are like, all right, who's watching the Republican National Convention? I'm like, what are you doing to yourself, dude?
Not me. I definitely like that one chick that we played. The Newsom's ex broad that he trash dick turned her MAGA. So like that. That was a good one, but fucking.
That's what I'm saying. Like I can't. I know we're about to do a whole pod on the debates or whatever, but I realize I'm not political like these motherfuckers are. Like keeping tabs on all this shit
because you weren't in fucking model UN, dude. You were in Alpha in high school. That's the thing. You weren't in like okay. You're gonna be Kofi Annan today and
debate club.
Fuck, dude. It's like model UN, and we're going to Johnny Rockets this time. Like
Kofi QAnon, dude. Johnny Rockets.
Remember the straws? They used to have that thing where the straws would all come out all crazy. The little fucking pull-up thing.
Dude.
Yeah.
Was it there or Red Robin where they have the fucking tower of onion rings?
Oh, that's Red Robin. Red Robin is just 2020 Johnny Rockets.
Yeah. Red Robin not slap, dude.
It's good.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, double negative aside, you're correct.
Bottomless steak fries, like literally, they'll never stop bringing.
Yeah, but the problem is steak fries is a low tier fry. In my opinion.
It is, dude.
It's a low.
I always want to be like, I haven't been to Red Robin in hella years. I always want to be like, these are great. Could you just pop these back in the oven for like 5
just a little
minutes?
bit. Yeah,
just crisp up a little bit,
Or and you know what? If you could after the oven take a cutter and then cut them into thirds vertically. And then we can have shoestrings. Just a thought, workshopping, an idea.
Remember in high school, I won't say his name, but remember Sunshine was always trying to. He's like, dude, let's go to Red Robin now. He always had a place that he had.
Not the restaurant your mom works at, because we used to plug at the other one. But
oh, dude, that was
that was the best.
Yeah,
I was like,
that was my first job.
Never paid for a meal at that restaurant. I don't think. Like, well, I do now because it's still good. But nonetheless, but yeah. Johnny Rockets, dude, and then like they'd be like, "What song do you want to hear?" You're like, "Nah, whatever you're playing, it's fine." Like, put a nickel in the machine. Please pick a song. You're like, okay, the Supremes, fine, fuck it. Can I order a fucking shake now? Jesus. But,
it's like tipping at Cold Stone. They make you listen with like the Glock to the head.
Like, I'd be like, I prefer if you guys didn't sing. I'd rather just have my fucking birthday cake and cake batter.
Cake batter.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But yeah, nonetheless, the debates.
Yeah. Yes.
There's a lot of people like the takes are funny because like it's funny when people are so entrenched in voting for someone, and I'm friends with probably more liberal than conservative people.
Yeah, same.
And they just can't admit that Trump just beat the shit out of Biden.
Yeah, dude, and
they can't. It's okay. You're not voting for him. It's fine. Like, but you can admit that that's his game, dude. That's his game.
And the thing is, I can't fathom a circumstance where Biden could beat Trump in a debate in terms of like, pure, because what they do with the debates is Trump wins at their own game. You know what I mean? Like the debates, no one really cares about policy. They don't cut each other's mics, which should be done if you care about anyone's actual opinion or anything, right?
Thank you for saying
You know what I mean? And so it's like, Trump was built for that. He was forged in those fires, dude. He's like a reality TV star,
I was born into this.
Exactly, dude. And it's fucking, that's funny you say that. I've been watching those clips lately, just on randomly. They pop up on my YouTube, plane scene and shit. Yeah, dude. Bane. Wow. Yeah.
Tom Hardy, shout out.
Yeah. But anyway, it's just like, I can't fathom a scenario where like where Biden like actually looks cool in a debate. You know,
dude. I'm sorry, but Tom Hardy, when he played Bane, like he's not like a super yoked guy, but he turned into like a fucking linebacker for that movie, dude. Like holy shit, dude. Like I was like
shirtless Bane
fucking
scenes,
just absolutely jacked. I was like, I respect it so much.
He's like fucking plays defense for the Cornhuskers or some shit.
Nebraska. You don't run at him.
Dude,
you run away. We're running away from the masked guy. We're not.
What are they sick of? That's a football face mask, because just that pattern of the Bane shit.
Remember the Pelosi for a while? Everyone was putting that on the Pelosi. Like I was like, no.
Anyway, we're getting off track. Yeah, you're right though. Yeah, dude. Fucking yeah, dude. It's. I know, and Crystal Ball, like I do love her and shit, but she was just like, he lost this one hard, you know, and something like, dude,
it's because of the Proud Boy shit, dude. It's all it's for. That's all it is the Proud Boys.
It was whacked, dude. What the fuck was that?
And like I will say, like I thought Trump had a fucking scoreless perfect game until then.
Yeah,
he was getting them on everything, dude.
Yeah,
he was getting them on everything. Like Biden would be like, and you did this, and you don't pay taxes, and he's like, well, motherfucker, the reason I didn't pay taxes is because the Obama administration used to hook me up, dude.
Straight up, dude. Yeah,
he wrote the code, dude. He goes, I found loopholes within your loopholes, but that's what I do. Yeah.
It's so funny. Like I bet he didn't even prep for that. Like not like a normal president would. You know, he just literally just came out and was just off top. Was just like, you know,
they have a job title where they're like, okay, you're gonna write kind of Trump's talking points, and then as soon as he hands it to Trump, he just goes Pelosi style, just nope. No, thanks.
He does the rolling of the ball, waste paper basket over the
Kobe.
Exactly.
He just shoots it in the corner. Fuck this, I'm going off the cuff, dude.
Yeah,
and it's funny because I truly believe he does not care if he wins or loses. I still believe that. I think he's doing the thing like where he's the sensei, right? Like the sensei master and the challenger. He's like, look, I want you to beat me, but I'm not going to just fucking let you beat me. You have to earn it. You know what I'm saying? Like he's doing that thing where it's like, oh, too fast. Oh, blocking this thing like that. Oh, you're predicting. You have to read inside my mind, and you know what I mean? Like do the move I'm not expecting type shit.
Yeah, like, totally. Yeah,
he can't do it. Biden has none of that. He cannot.
I'm sorry, and I'll just like I know we're like way beyond this, but I'm at my heart, I'm still just a fucking black-pilled bitter Bernie bro, and I just love seeing Biden fail, dude. I just love seeing that.
I did know, like last night I was like, dude, imagine running, like if they actually chose to run Bernie, if they actually didn't have like other interests besides winning the presidency, the Democratic Party. During COVID, a guy running on Medicare for all, fucking slam dunk, double pump, fucking rattling the rim, dude. You're winning.
Yeah, 100%. And see, the thing is like all that Trump's rhetoric only wins. There's that percentage of like swing voters, and I don't think his base is as big as anyone thinks it is. You know, like I think there's so many like cringe voters that were just like, fuck it, Trump, you know, last time.
Oh, it's apolitical too. A lot of people are just like, this is the first time I've ever been into a politician. I don't have to research him. Yeah.
What I'm saying is, even if Biden was running on that shit and he authentically, if he could make it seem like people actually thought that he was going to do that shit, he would still win those debates. You know, it's literally because he has nothing on him, like nothing on him. And yeah, dude. But anyway,
let's see. So it's funny because Biden tried to do the Trump approach. Like he tried to do the like I'm gonna like out Trump.
Yeah.
But it just
I knew it was gonna happen.
He abandoned it early too. He abandoned it early. He tried to do the square up, like the fucking like he's like, I'll talk to you about that, bud. And it's like, are you guys gonna fight? Like that's
dude,
what's gonna happen. Like is the guy like I hate his fucking blue collar bullshit that he tries, dude.
I know, dude. Yeah,
it's so done. It's like I was hearing somebody talk about it, and I can't remember, but they're just like, dude, just because you're from Scranton doesn't mean you're a fucking like iron worker, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like exactly. It's like just because
he's like Michael Scott trying to bust into the warehouse, dude. Boom. Just trying to use the baler, and he's like, don't use the baler, dude. Don't use the
Daryl. Just don't touch the baler. How about that, Mike?
Yeah,
exactly. Let's go to some clips here.
Yeah.
So this one, by the way, I gotta say before this starts, Chris Wallace, beta. Fucking beta. Shut up. The worst Fox News moderator you could have. Should have been Tucker Carlson.
Look at that screen.
Should have been Tucker Carlson. Or somebody.
Oh, that'd be
electric if it was Tucker.
Tucker Carlson would be funny because it would basically be like what the debates always are, where it's just like, you know, kind of like them always kind of low-key tag teaming on the establishment Republican dude, you know, but it'd be the opposite. It'd be like, so Biden, why are you trying to instill Marxism into the U.S.? And he'd be like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Yeah, like that
exactly. And Trump was doing that anyway. But I'll get to what Trump was actually doing. Fuck, they're gonna make me do like an auto ad in the middle of it.
Let's see what it is. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I bet you it's like
might be a Biden ad.
Yeah. All right. So let's see. Let me make sure. I don't think
you got to hop on my. I'll get you on my YouTube Premium.
I thought you did, and it still didn't work.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. I think they were just like, nice try, pal. But they're who runs YouTube? What's his name? Do you know? Is there like a Zuckerberg of YouTube?
I don't know his name.
Okay.
It's a woman, I think. Yeah, it's a. Yeah.
Okay, so that explains everything. All right, but anyways, here we go. Biden calls Trump a clown.
I can ask you the question. It will
not
end.
What your party says, by the way.
It will end private insurance and create a government takeover of health care.
It does not. It's only for those people who are so poor they qualify for Medicaid. They can get that free in most states, except governors who want to deny people who are poor Medicaid. Anyone who qualifies for Medicare would. Medicaid would automatically be enrolled in the public option. The vast majority of the American people would still not be in that option. Number one.
Joe, you agreed with Bernie Sanders.
Coming in hot.
On the manifesto, we call it.
Manifesto.
And that gives you socialized medicine.
Look, hey,
I'm not
going to listen to him. The fact of the matter is, I beat Bernie Sanders.
Not by much.
I beat him a whole hell of a lot. I'm here standing facing you, old buddy.
Pocahontas would have left 2 days early. You would have lost every primary.
All he knows how to do is
Super Tuesday. You got very lucky.
Here's the deal. I got very lucky. I'm going to get very lucky tonight as well.
Pause it.
And tonight...
Bro, you said Pocahontas in a fucking national debate, dude.
Dude, he was ready for that. And then you know what he's doing? I think half the time everyone's like, Trump interrupted him all these times. Dude, he's trying to throw a stick in Biden's like old-ass Schwinn fucking bike spokes and shit where he's like, if I just interrupt him, he's going to forget what he's fucking talking about.
Totally, dude.
Like, because that's totally what he was doing. Like, that's what he does in business meetings, I bet, all the fucking time.
Like, where's the lie, dude? Where's the fucking dude?
The best part about all this too is like is you show that like the Democratic Party does not actually care about like fundamental change because Trump did it, and I think there was like a kind of a strategy to this where he's like, you like Bernie's campaign, you liked Bernie's message, didn't you, about socialized healthcare? You're trying to make everything socialized, and then Biden's like, hey, that's a low blow, asshole. I hate socialized healthcare.
No, it's the classic like I've never seen him fail to step right into one of the fucking traps that he says. You know what I mean? What do you think about Biden? Biden disavowing the whole like left, you know, like us, you know, the whole fucking people that want Medicare for all. And
I mean, it's nice to hear it. Honestly, I'd rather have him hear it than fucking be like, no, those are my guys. I love them. Bernard, him and Jane, they were at our house the other day, and we all had equal amounts of food, even though I wanted more. I didn't get more, and we shared. Like it was
like that's what socialism. Like, that's what socialism is. Yeah,
I'll tell you, Jane could eat some sweet potatoes, but she didn't. You know,
I ate a portion, but they didn't want me to. And,
they said, Joe, that's your fourth slice of key lime pie. Everybody else didn't get any. But like, so,
dude, what the fuck is up with? What was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. But I don't know. Like, what do you think? Do you think Trump's base? Because it's not like Trump's base doesn't want healthcare either. You know, like I don't get. You know, if they're just dumb. The whole thing is just fucking.
Well, they know that Obamacare is bullshit. They know that. We know that. Most people who had to get it. The funniest thing I see about the ACA, people that are champions of like Affordable Care Act and Obamacare, never had to have it. Never had to have it. They've had employer insurance for the last 30 fucking years. They're in a bubble, but they're like, hey, Obama took care of that poor person. I had to sign up for that shit, dude. It was fucking garbage. And what happened was with the ACA is, and I was like just reading about this the other day because I forgot about it, was they tried to fix just one small thing, and it was just an accessibility type thing where they're like, look, you don't have to have a job to at least buy healthcare, right? Which, okay, sure. But then what they did was, when that happened, they didn't regulate Big Pharma. So Big Pharma's like, cool, stonks, fucking, they stonks up fucking hard on all prescription meds. So prescription meds, Trump brought it up. He's like, look, I lowered them. Like I lowered them, and like I understand. Look, Trump's healthcare plan is going to be dog shit.
It's
like
trash, dude.
It's going to be terrible. I don't even think he really thinks it's going to be good, honestly. But it's just funny to me that like everybody knows Obamacare is bullshit. That's not what we want. That's not what 70% of America wants Medicare for all, and neither of these fucks can admit that like it's good.
Facts, dude. Yeah. No, it's and just Biden being, hey, I'm the guy that won. I won. I beat fair and square, man. And just like fucking, dude, like
and like I said, they didn't even like do anything illegal against Bernie. That's the thing. Like I see a lot of these fucking people that just haven't moved past Bernie, and I'm like, they didn't do anything illegal. They just did some politics shit.
I think compared to 2016, I think there was less illegal shit. I think there was more tactical. They knew what was tactical. Coming. They knew what was coming. 2016, there was some definite legal
rat
shit
fuck
going on. Yeah,
big time rat fuck. No, I mean, John Hickenlooper pumping like crowd noise outside of fucking rallies and stuff.
Yeah, dude. The thing is, like, Hillary actually wanted to win. Like, Biden was just like in there. You know, he was like the fucking like the
Biden's the kind of guy and it's like this for me at work. Like when I work day by day, they send me to a place. But if I know it's slow and I kind of want a day off, I'm like, please don't call me in. Please don't call me in. And like Biden's just at home. It's like, I'll run if you need me, guys. You know, I'll do it. But then they're like, finally, he's like, somebody's gonna get it. Pete's gonna get it. Liz is gonna get it. One of these people's gonna get it. And they're like, duh. And then Barack fucking rotary phone dials Joe.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Hey, Joe, are you sitting down? Can you meet me and Michelle for lunch real fast? We need you to, and then
grab a quick cone.
Yeah,
fucking
exactly, dude. Biden was just trying to chill, dude. He was just trying to chill. And but what's funny about all this was like, again, the mistake Trump made was he went too far with police. He went too far with police, man.
Yeah.
Even Republicans, I know a lot of Republicans are like, dude, fuck cops.
Even Ben Garrison hates cops, dude. The fucking crazy ass conservative.
That guy slaps, dude.
Dude, what the fuck, dude? Yeah,
that guy.
I love his dude. He's over the top. His latest one, he had it was like Kamala being like, "Hey, is Joe ready for the debates yet, Kamala?" And it's just got like on the table, it's got a crack pipe, and it just says "Hunters" on it.
Yeah.
What the fuck,
dude? And the funniest thing was, I don't see a clip for it, but like the funniest thing was when they were going after Hunter. They were going after Hunter, and then like Joe Biden, of course, like classic liberal, like I'm offended. That was like his thing. Like I'm offended because he tried to spin it like he was talking about Beau Biden, his son that died.
Yeah.
And he's like, and then Trump's like, I don't know who Beau Biden was, but your other son's a fucking loser. That's like what he said. I love that, dude. Like, it was just so funny. He's like, dude, got kicked out of the fucking military. And then Biden, who had an easy layup, could have just been like, well, you fucking draft dodge, dude.
Dude.
Didn't even bring that up.
Didn't bring it up.
And he keeps like, stop calling my son. And all the liberals are like, wow, he insulted Joe Biden's dead son. And it's like, no, he didn't.
Yeah.
It's he doesn't have to. And he kept going. He received $3.5 million from China. He like kept saying, or from Russia's or Moscow's mayor, which I didn't know they had mayors over there, but he's like he kept going $3.5 million like in the middle of Biden's speeches. It was so funny, dude. But yeah, Chris Wallace was so lame, dude, because Chris Wallace would be like, sir, please stop talking. This is Vice President Biden's time. And then Trump just kept talking, and then Chris Wallace would go, like it's like you don't have a mic cutoff button, like exactly like you said.
Nah, dude.
But and then the COVID. And the COVID stuff. They actually didn't hammer COVID as hard as I thought.
Well, I know, dude. Yeah.
I was really concerned that they were gonna.
They will.
They
will.
Yeah, sure. But like I thought they were really gonna just be COVID, Russia. I thought that's all it was gonna be. Like what was that? But really, like it's more about like it was more about like shit I actually kind of wanted to hear about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like again, this is still the least consequential election I've ever. Fuck, dude. These guys are like building a new apartment below me. Holy fuck, dude. Running a fucking. Can you hear that?
Yeah, a little bit. But it's not bad. It's not
bad. All right. It's just like, I mean, fuck, dude. It's like,
and
they're waiting for me to move out too. Like they're like, cause I'm the rent control. And like down there, like this is gonna be like $800 more a month. And like they're like cutting like a fucking escape door into my thing, so I just fall through and shit. And die. Like okay, we can raise the rent now. But
they'll pay your like lawsuit settlement just to get the extra rent made up.
Havis and Associates and shit. Like just
like we focus grouped it. We did the math, and we're gonna come out on top in this investment over the next They
fucking Shark Tanked it and shit. Mark Cuban's like But I'm
a fractured femur now for and
so if you get him to fall into the bathroom, I think he's gonna have the least amount of injuries, but he'll still be willing to move.
It's not a ceramic tub. It's it's
exactly.
Formica based.
He has a ceramic tub. They have the good one because they're getting 800. But so this is the COVID one where I was waiting for Trump to make COVID jokes, and He didn't disappoint. He didn't disappoint. So here we go.
President Trump, you have begun to increasingly question the effectiveness of masks as a disease preventer. And in fact, recently you have cited the issue of waiters touching their masks and touching plates. Are you questioning
no, I think
the
masks
efficacy
are okay.
of
You have
masks?
to understand, if you look, I mean, I have a mask right here. I put a mask on when I think I need it.
Never been
Tonight,
used.
as an example, everybody's had a test, and you've had social distancing and all of the things that you have to. But I wear masks when needed. When needed, I wear masks.
Okay, let me ask.
I don't wear masks like him. Every time you see him, he's got a mask. He could be speaking 200 feet away from it. He shows up with the biggest mask I've ever seen. I will say
Vice President Biden, go ahead, sir.
Look, the way to open businesses is give them the wherewithal to be able to open. We provided money. The Congress.
But I was asking you, sir, about masks.
Well, masks make a big difference.
Yeah.
His own head of the CDC said if we just wore masks between now, if everybody wore masks in social distance between now and January, we'd probably save up to 100,000 lives. It matters.
And they've also said the opposite. They've also said
They've also said the opposite. No, they didn't.
No,
Dr. Fauci. Dr. Fauci said the opposite.
He did not say the opposite.
We got a little bit more than a minute left in this
masks
segment.
Are not good.
That's
then he
true.
changed his
That's
mind. He
literally
said
true.
Well, he did, but he's not saying anything about like. I think he's talking about like now. It's like they didn't say that now, Don.
No,
said that back in like
yeah.
March, which is true. I mean, I will say like they hammered it on this debate a lot. Like, hey, Trump, like you said in February, it wasn't jack shit. It's like literally everybody said it wasn't jack shit.
It's true. I'm sorry.
Everyone was like, "Wow, that sucks for China." That's what everyone was saying.
Totally, dude. Yeah. Facts, man.
And I will say, he tried to close the borders. He tried to close the borders to China, and like he said it in this debate. He's like, Joe, you were the one telling me I couldn't fucking close the borders because I was xenophobic and shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Bernie was saying that. Bernie was saying,
it's stupid. No, it's dumb.
Dude,
like, it's like, dude, you don't have to live out on every fucking take.
No, dude.
Like, be sensible.
It's just falling into the traps. We could be so much more effective at fighting this shit. If you care about fighting Trump, like you need to not be a dipshit and fall into these basic like political traps, you know. And I don't know. It's just
like I said, I've said it before. If a conservative with a MAGA hat goes outside and it's 97 degrees and goes, "Wow, it's fucking hot today," and you're like, you have a snow jacket on, you're like, "No, it's not." Fucking
exactly, dude.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
no, bro.
That's what they do.
No, and the other thing is, that's honestly the way most people. Like we were talking about, that's the way most people feel about masks. Even people that wear masks. You and I wear masks everywhere.
Yeah.
And
I'm about to put mine on right now.
And we still think Biden's the fuck. We look at Biden and he's like, okay, that dude's obviously a tool. He doesn't give a fuck about masks. Like he's obviously just doing that because someone told him to do it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's like no one. How dumb do you have to be to actually think that these people care about masks, dude? Like,
no, and that's the thing, man. Like it's like the Raiders. Like now it's becoming a TMZ thing. Like a TMZ.
Yeah.
Like the Raiders were spotted at a charity event without masks. Like it was like 8 players without masks.
Yeah.
And they're saying fines, possible suspension, who knows? It's like, what?
Yeah, dude.
And they all tested negative, by the way.
Yeah.
All tested negative. And you're like, what are we doing here? Like, you know what I mean? Like look, I do. No joke. I wear my mask. Like I do everywhere. We all talk about it. Anytime I go outside, I know I'm going to be around people. Yeah. Actually, I kind of stealing a talking point here from the posting menace who actually I was listening to on the Fed Post. Shout out Fed Post. I was listening to him and he was just saying, he's like, dude, I'll wear the fucking mask. Like I'll wear them. And he lives in like a red state. He lives in Georgia.
Yeah.
And is what he was saying. And he's like, yeah, I'll wear the fucking mask, dude. Like I'll wear the mask, especially when I'm going to like a movie theater where like the guy's making like $8 an hour. I don't want this guy to get fucking COVID. You know what I'm saying? Like if I have it, like it's sensible, right? Like,
and I'm just not into, it doesn't hurt anyone. And it like, I'm not that principled in my beliefs to like make someone else feel like shitty or unsafe, you know, or I'm just, you know,
dude,
where you're like, oh, I'm this is what I'm like, this is my line in the sand.
Am I triggering you, bro?
Yeah, exactly.
Like yeah. But dude, there's this guy. So I had to train this guy. Like it was his first day and he's like an older dude. And like, I meet him, he sounds cool. And he like throws on his mask cause we're going in the office to go like check in and stuff. And his mask, first day of work, this is such an alpha move, dude. His mask says, "This mask is useless, just like our governor." And I was like, dude, your first day coming in banging, like with political takes, dude. Like, I just don't test the water or nothing. I'm just like, hey, everybody hates Gavin Newsom here, I'm sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
And he walks in. But it's funny, dude, because like
that's funny because you're wearing the mask, and B, you're, you know what I mean? It's like perfect, dude. Because no one can say shit. No one can say shit. Right?
It's like, I honestly think it's funnier than the vote on your mask.
Oh yeah,
it's
dude.
like the vote thing is so stupid. It's like, you want me to vote for one person. First off, it's not like just please register to vote. They're not going to go up to like some fucking redneck, please vote. Like they're going to be like, yeah, sure, for Trump, I got you. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
it's so funny. And I went out to Eastern Oregon at my mom's spot. You know, like MAGA, extreme MAGA country. Like every sign is a Trump sign, and they have all that. Like if I had to go to the hardware store a bunch of times, and they have all the. Like, you must have a mask to enter here.
Sure.
And no, dude, people are so lazy. They're doing the nose out thing. They're doing the like.
I don't like that.
They're doing the fucking on the chin.
To me, dude. That's annoying to me.
It's just like, I'm just saying they don't care. You know.
I know,
mean?
but like either wear it or don't. Like it's like you don't.
Yeah.
That's centrism, dude. To me,
it's beta, like it's beta, dude.
It is. You just or like they have it around their neck. It's like, all right, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like. Either be alpha enough to be like, fuck this shit, man. I'm not wearing the mask at all. You know what I mean? I'm about to be on a viral video, but like, or wear it. That's that's my thing. Like, cause I don't know. I don't know what if it's beta to wear a mask, so what? But I think it's lame when you're like, have my nose out and like have your fucking half your mouth like exposed and stuff. It's like, what are you even doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. Yeah,
that's like, okay, I'm gonna go fuck. Let me put this condom on, and I'm just like, it's just dripping off the tip, dude. You're just like, well, here we go. You know what I mean? Hope it stays on. Hope it stays on. If it doesn't, I probably won't know.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
Like, it's
probably
funny.
Won't know. Yeah, that's awesome.
But yeah, these debates, man, they're dude, it was so funny because there was one, the tax plan one, because I wanted to talk to you about the tax one.
Yeah.
That was even before the debates. I remember, like, I kind of wanted that to be the theme of this episode, was taxes.
Yeah,
and Trump's taxes. Yeah. Like he said, under the Obama administration, great, Joe. Sick cell phone there of you telling me I didn't pay any taxes during the Obama administration, and nothing happened.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Nothing happened. Obama, we all know, if you research Obama, I didn't know this at the time. This is retroactive, but that motherfucker was cutting. Like, he was a billionaire shill, dude. That's what he was. Like, just
big time,
1000%. And he was imperialist while doing it. So he like, that's why Trump genuinely looks flabbergasted by that claim. Like, he's like, what the fuck, Joe? Like, I literally like cheersed a champagne glass with you when I didn't pay taxes in 2012 or some shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's like, dude, we were hanging out, man.
Yeah. Dude, I just read the craziest thing, not to get slightly off topic, but I just read the craziest thing that billionaires are able to. The CARES Act had a provision that you're able to claim, like, you're able to somehow claim losses on your property, real estate, investments or something like that. You're able to like claim a loss on that shit. So like this year, like virtually zero billionaires are gonna have to pay taxes on any of their crazy stock gains that they made, dude. So like literally just because of the CARES Act alone, and it passed 96-0, dude. Yeah.
Shout out Bernie.
Yeah, dude.
But that's always been. I've been kind of discouraged now because I'm like, dude, was this what would have happened if he was president too? Like, just these like hollow fucking bills, you know what I mean? With like AOC fucking listening to like Cardi B on stage introducing it. Like,
the real test would have been the executive actions. If he didn't do any of those shits, he would have been
because he could. That's solo dolo. You could have just fucking like
like, I get how Congress works, and like, you know, that the centrists are always like, do you understand how things actually get done? It's like, I get it, dude. I get how shit gets done in Congress. Like, it doesn't, and B, like, you know what I mean? It's like, but it's like, the executive action could be some Chad shit for sure, dude.
Well, dude, that's why fucking like privatized business is so funny, man. With libertarians, I have so much trouble with that because they're like, we don't want government involvement. I'm like, well, dude, first off, private businesses are stronger than the government. They are right now. Like, they are, like, especially the big businesses.
They are the government.
Yeah, they are. So it doesn't matter if government gets involved because they're not bigger than private business. So if you want more privatized business and you think that's better for people, I just don't understand. Like,
I have like a fucking like 1880s economic like brain, basically. You know, they think it's like literally some like.
That's the last time it worked.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
exactly.
And that was when when labor was I don't know, free. You know what I mean? Like literal slave labor, like in the fucking 1800s and 1700s. So they're trying to do this thing where I was talking to one guy's libertarian. He's like, well, when's the last time socialism worked? I'm like, well, it has worked other places. Like, I mean, I get what people are saying because authoritarianism can happen. I'm not saying it can't, but like, when did libertarianism work? I'm trying to figure out like that, like their alternative there. I can't think of these libertarian countries. Where are they?
Yeah, no, it's like a hella unevolved fucking ideology. I don't know.
But taxes, right? So like the taxes. Here's the thing, like there's a lot of people claiming like whataboutism when we bring up like Jeff Bezos, right? So we'll say like, yeah, Trump didn't pay. It's like, yeah, that's nothing compared to like Jeff Bezos. And it's like, I'm not saying Trump isn't doing shit wrong. He probably is, but it's not like, it's not new. It's not like this isn't some 60 Minutes story that's like, oh, what, we've uncracked the code. Like it's
the whole neoliberal paradigm of this is what you motherfuckers defend is like, we wages have stagnated for 50 years, but at least we have Amazon Prime now. And it's like,
sick.
It's like, we got this little, and it's so, dude, it's dumb as fuck. I don't know why any of these motherfuckers exist in the facet that they do with the power that they have. It's just dumb, man.
No, and like they'll say like,
that's the thing, every time you try and do a gotcha to Trump, it's like literally it's like the Spider-Man meme, it's like the same thing for the centrist libs
and if you bring it up to them, they're just like, and I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. They'll be like, because I brought it up, right? I think I tweeted about it, and one guy goes, yeah, did we elect Jeff Bezos? I'm like, you don't realize how much power Jeff Bezos has.
Yeah,
he does not have to be president.
Yeah. There's like, that's the problem is we didn't. That's the
we didn't. And honestly, they probably would have voted him in, honestly. But he'd be like, Prime Day 7 times a year now if I'm elected. Like just shit like that, man.
The motherfucker's like the CIA fucking executive branch now or some shit, dude. He's like, he's crazy.
Okay. Like people just don't realize, like, and again, Trump hates the Washington Post, so therefore Bezos is good because Trump hates him. It's this weird, weird, binary thing where whatever Trump like, dude, they almost convinced themselves they like Nickelback because Nickelback, fucking, you know what I mean? Because Nickelback stood up to Trump. Like at that point, you can get them to like anything if they like Nickelback. Like so.
Jeffrey Dahmer, right? Fucking they're
boom. That was a banger. I forgot about that one, dude. Yeah, dude? Jeffrey Dahmer paid more in taxes than Donald Trump and didn't rape as many people. I love that one.
God damn.
Finished the job on the ones he did.
Did they hear themselves? Man?
Yeah, and that was funny. Like it's just, oh god, dude. Like it's funny in this country where we've like fascism, man. That word.
Yeah,
that word fascism is so brutal, man. Like the way, like it means nothing now.
No, trashism. But it's always been that way. Didn't Orwell have a quote saying like literally it means just whatever people think it was? That was like in the 30s.
Malleable.
It was popping off.
Fucking Orwell.
Or, I don't know when he said that, but anyway, fucking.
Yeah, no, it was last week actually. Yeah, no, he was at the bar. He was just like, "Fuck fascism, man. What does it mean?" You know. But
I'm dumb. Yeah.
I mean, you're right. He did say that, but no, but with his taxes, it's funny because like, what do you, like? I guess the point that you and I were talking about this, and I'm trying to find a way to like really fit this in the pod, but like, taxes in America fucking suck, man. I'll say it as a socialist. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll say it. Our taxes suck.
Yeah, dude. It's the same as the medical system. Like, yes, I want Medicare for all, but I want to revolutionize the whole fucking thing. Sure. Yes, I want things to be taxed, but hey, it'd be great if it all didn't go to the fucking Pentagon. You know what I mean? Like,
so what? Bezos is gonna get some new state-of-the-art military fucking jets?
Exactly.
Like, tax them, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? Yeah. There has to be a system. It's the same way, like I said, with Obamacare, right? Yeah, you gave us a little more access to healthcare, but it fucked the rest of the healthcare industry. Is like, watch. Let me see. Watch what happens when we get. You know what I'm saying? You didn't fix everything else around it.
Yeah.
Like, so the thing is, and like he left, dude. The thing with Bezos, like, right? So like I said. What would you think, like, because I know it's kind of like a Republican way to look at it, because I saw Tucker Carlson talking about it, where he was just like, billionaires should pay their fucking taxes, like more than like working people, and like, which is again funny because
he's the most conservative socialist of all time.
Of all time, dude. Of all time. But like, what if we because the socialism doesn't happen overnight. It would take probably our lifetime to implement, I think. Personally, like to really get it into fruition, there's definitely changes you can make fast. But what if we like had a flat tax rate as like a bridge to socialism?
Yeah, I'd have to read up on that. I know that a lot of people get triggered by that shit.
I know
because it's a big conservative talking point. Yeah,
But I think that's how you get numbers. That's like almost populism, where it's like, look, we'll implement the flat tax rate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, and I'm far from an economics buff.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I like, if I'm completely wrong, that's fine. But like a flat tax rate is better than what we have right now.
I think so. I think the income thing is all wrong, dude. All it does is create slaves out of middle class, and really it should be a wealth thing, you know?
Right.
The property thing is interesting. I don't know, man. It's like, I think it's kind of crazy, man. I think, like, shouldn't people be allowed to own one home and not have to pay taxes on it every year? And if everyone was allowed to have a home, right?
Yeah.
You know, where no one was homeless.
Subsidized, bro.
Exactly. Yeah. But if you want 10, if you want to be a landlord and like literally be a rent seeker and shit, yeah, you got to pay fucking taxes on that shit.
Because you're hoarding land.
Yeah. And exactly. And also, but yeah, I think like the wealth thing is bigger, but the income thing is crazy. Because if you make taxes center out around income, and this is what like conservative economists will always say in response to like AOC and shit, and they're not wrong. Is that the problem is that they're right, but they're for the wrong reasons. You know what I mean? And they'll say like, well, if AOC gets her tax increase on the wealthy, blah blah blah, then they'll just move to other countries and funnel their wealth into shell corporations and do this and that. Like it's a defense of the wealth. And they're not wrong. That's exactly what they would fucking do. Like we need to actually get the fucking resources. And you know what I mean? It's there's always going to be, it's human nature. It's current. I'm not saying it's intrinsic to humans. I'm saying that currently at our spiritual evolution, it is our nature to want to avoid giving back to the man at all costs, you know, whether you're Trump or whether you're a fucking
well, especially when you don't see the fruits of that ever, you know what I mean? Like I said, we're in California, dude. It's fucking the tax capital of the West Coast, dude. Like we got sales tax, income, everything. Like you guys up there, right? Isn't it no sales up?
It's pretty low, pretty low, and a lot. I thought it was sales.
Okay, I thought Portland. I remember my parents like bought an iPad out there, and they were like flexing that they didn't pay fucking $58.
No, yeah,
it's fucking sales tax.
Right. It's wild.
So what I say to that is like out here, like we pay fucking out the ass in taxes, dude. Everything, property tax is fucking high in California, all that stuff. Our roads, garbage. Like fucking, it's trashy. The air quality sucks. All that kind of stuff, and that's why, like, again,
no forestry for the fires.
Yeah, dude. Trump. Okay, back to the debate. What Trump was talking about with the fires, and I'm glad he said that. He's like, dude, I talk to fucking Gavin Newsom all the time. I tell him I'm down to invest in forest management. He might be bullshitting on that, but I'm, as somebody who does do like kind of work around with companies in the fires, they're like, dude, there's just a bunch of debris on the fucking floor of the forest, and that shit goes up like nothing, man. Like, so it's like there's not a lot of, you know, vegetation management and stuff like that in these forests, and like, dude, Newsom can do that. Like he can do that without Trump, dude. Like it doesn't have to be federal aid. It's like, you know what I mean? Like we don't. So when I understand why people don't want to pay taxes, I used to roll my eyes at that when they're like, dude, fucking 40% of my money, fucking there it goes, just a fucking.
No, it's
and they say it's welfare, and that's the culture war among conservatives, is where they think, oh, it's just going to welfare. It's not even going
the poor's rather than the military and the fucking billionaire class and shit. No, dude, it's dumb. Who among us likes paying taxes? And this is Chomsky's big thing too, where he's like tax day should be the most fun day of the year, when we literally, it's like buying shit. It's like buying shit for society, you know, where we're like, let's get that, let's do that, let's get rid of homelessness. Let's
vote on
it. Let's do that.
Vote on what you get taxed on. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, dude. And
direct democracy, like legit direct democracy.
No, but the military, this is never going to end without the military being addressed. Never.
Just like climate change, like we were saying.
Yeah.
It's like
when they can just like whoops, like all that, the same amount of money that we could have got rid of fucking student loans with. Oh, we just lost that like 2 days ago. Our bad, you know. It's just like,
what was that thing with the Pentagon just like losing using $1 billion of COVID relief fund for like fucking just
they're doing like for like LARPer shit. Yeah, they're doing like
shit, dude. Foam swords and shit.
Yeah, dude.
Like that movie Role Models, where they're fucking fighting.
What do they do? I know. Yeah, that's
yeah.
What do they do? Why do they? It's so funny, man. How it's funny, like just. You know, I've been a laborer. I've worked in restaurants before, both front of house, back of house. I've done all that shit. Obviously,
man of the people.
Obviously broke and shit. And then now I'm starting to get into trading, and you're starting to see, like, I'm still climbing my way up, but you start to see, and I get it's like a contradiction, like that I'm doing this and that I'm like a socialist and shit. it's not lost on me. But the whole thing, like, this is how people get fucking mega rich, is doing this shit. Literally just like buying and selling vapor on the internet, you know, and like literally and like it's like I could be way richer doing this than I could like providing food to people, which is like a way more valuable thing to society, right? It's kind of crazy, right? How like
no, it's essential work. Look at the way essential work was during COVID. Essential work, where there again, so weird how I was actually at my workplace. And one thing I can advise people, if you're very discouraged by the election, organize your workplace. That's all you can do. That's your number one thing. Organize the people around you. Create stuff for your job. Look at what's in front of you instead of this fucking federal executive type shit. Because I'm telling you, all the people like your government teachers in high school, they're right when they say your local shit's going to affect you more. Like it does. So what I try to organize my workplace to get people to know that, like, just don't be just simply happy to have a job. Make your job better, because you can, especially because we're in a union where I'm at. Like, you definitely can. Now, the union's not going to fight for us because unions have been cucked for like ever since the 80s, bro, out here. Reagan just demolished the fucking unions. And the Democrats, again, famously didn't put up a defense. So and then they signal with it, like in elections, like, I'm a union man. Like Biden the other day, he kept saying prevailing wage. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Like, you know what I mean, in the debate. But
real LARPer.
What I tell people at work, they'll say like fuck, I'm trying to see how I would, they'll just be like, look, man, like, I'm trying to get like more money. And I'm like, that's cool. But I'm saying, like, they're like, I don't want to get taxed. How do we pay for Medicare for all? How do we pay for fucking housing, all that kind of stuff? I'll go, look, man, would you honestly give a fuck about how much money you make if even 50% of your money went to housing, food, and healthcare? What do you need a high wage for at that point? It's material possessions, which, again, as consumers, we need to realize, like, that's not the end all be all, right? And I got to tell myself that a lot. But, like, if all that shit's going to that, what do you trip? You can work a job. A lot of people are forced to work a job for a salary, right? Like, some of us could be really good, and some of us could be really good, like social workers or something like that. But we can't do that job because it doesn't pay what we need. You know what I mean? So what I say with that is, like, again, organize your workplace. And I know that's not going to get that. I'm just saying, like, if everybody, we had a general strike episode. It's the same concept, man. Everybody gets radicalized in your thing and go, look, man, nobody gives a fuck about Trump versus Biden. Like, it's not a very consequential election. I keep telling people that. It's really not, unless you're just knee deep in the culture war. That's the only time it is.
Facts, dude. No, and it's just wild. It's just wild, man. And and everyone's guilty of that, especially the PMC class, the centrist libs, the Warren type professionals and all that shit, where and the COVID exposed this, where, and I hate to say, there's like people in my family that I disagree with this on, where they're like, they're up in arms about like the teachers having to teach during COVID and shit. But then like daycare is cool. And it's like, so you're literally picking and choosing who you really give a fuck about, or grocery workers are cool, you know? And it's like, and it's like, come on, mother, like, either, so like once you make above 50K a year, you're a valuable member of society that needs protected. And if you're under,
it's like, ingrained in us, man. Like, it is, dude. This is a new thing to me. This isn't something I've been like having since I was 10 years old. Oh, dude, man, jobs shouldn't be tied to, dude, that's what you're taught. But that's what the point, I kind of circled around it when I started talking about this, but like, it's weird. I was talking to guys and they're just like, there's this weird meritocracy about America where it's like, you do this, you work for your money, and you get, you know, if you work hard, or if you do skilled labor, like the concept of skilled labor, I hate it. And that's my biggest thing about unions, is that they use skilled labor as their thing. It's like, no, it doesn't matter. McDonald's is $1 billion fucking company, and they're paying their workers. I mean, they're fighting against the $15 minimum wage. But it's like, dude, at the end of the day, you are generating money. It's not about the skill that you're putting in.
Exactly.
So with the COVID thing, if you
it's
notice,
about the slice of the pie.
If you notice with COVID, like the essential workers, and they always say this, like, oh, I don't want socialism because then the government dips their hand in anything. What are we doing right now? The government literally decided what job was essential and what job isn't. Like, you could lose that job, lose your house and everything. We're fine. You know what I mean?
We need living,
Amazon. We need fucking Amazon because we're consumers. We need, you know, what is it? Liquor stores. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like, but then, like, I know people that are like massage therapists, have a fucking practice and everything. Had clients who were like, look, I don't give a fuck. My back is killing me. I don't give a fuck. Let me go in there. He'll wear gloves. We got masks and all that stuff. Nope, can't do it. Lost their lease on the house. Credit fucked, like, on their office and everything. So it's weird. So there is authoritarian capitalism, and COVID is doing that right now.
It's like we could, we already have all these socialist avenues interjected into society. It's so many. We don't call it that, but it is what it is. We could easily just distribute it, and just have a basement. What we need a basement, right? For food, housing, shelter.
Boom.
Don't tax the motherfuckers that aren't making shit. I had to pay. Usually, I don't have to pay taxes, and I had to pay some this year, and I was
it's brutal when you your first time. It's brutal, dude.
It was
that MAGA
weird,
hat just starts. This hat just started turning red.
Yeah,
with MAGA on it. I'm like, all right, fucking
dude.
lip of skull. Fucking tobacco goes in my lip. I'm like, fuck this shit, man. I'm not fucking doing this, man.
Yeah, dude.
Like that. I'm fucking no. It's just wild. It's tough.
No, man. I'm starting to see how the PMC. The PM class, professional managerial, they really are the worst, and
the enemy,
the enemy, dude. They're fucking. It's crazy.
It's not your MAGA coworker. It's not.
It's not, dude. It's
not.
Yeah, it's just crazy. And when you've gone to college and you literally have had health insurance out of college just from going and getting some stupid managerial degree, when you don't really add any value and shit, to society. I don't know, man. I'm not saying there aren't hard workers. That's part of the thing. A lot of them are hard workers. They just spin their wheels on
but they think their hard work is more valuable than someone else's hard work, and it's really
exactly.
not.
And it's literally, and what they do. Let's be honest. What a lot of them do is glorified group school projects for adults.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's yeah. So
exactly.
Anyway, I'm just
that's exactly right. But the
dude.
So what I was saying is I talk about socialism, and I don't even really do the communist route, right? They'll bring that up when I talk to people at my work, and they'll be like, yeah, but that's commie shit. You want commie shit? Go to China. Look what's fucking going on there. I go, yeah. Who cucks China? Capitalist countries, right? They cuck them for their fucking labor. That's why they got to build nets outside the fucking warehouses they work at for suicides.
You have communist labor in your pocket right now.
And I'm not a China bro. We've talked about it. We're not China bros. I don't give a fuck about China. That's not what I want. That's not the model I want to go after or anything. America should be able to do something new, right? If we're that country. So, what I tell them is I go, look, we already have authoritarian capitalism. We could have authoritarian socialism, but we have to get rid of the politicians, man. That's what I'm saying. You have to go to direct democracy for that to work, to not be authoritarian, because then you are the government. Mm-hmm. You essentially are the government, right? And that only comes from
solve authoritarianism first, and then everything else kind of falls into place.
Boom. Right? But that's what a lot of these socialists don't want to do that, though.
Yeah.
They want to attach. They still like politicians.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They still like it.
Yeah.
They would prefer Bernie running the country rather than us. And to me, his fucking thing is not me, us. You know what I mean? That was his thing. It's us.
Yeah.
It sounds all fucking hokey and Disney style when I say that, but it's fuck, dude. You don't realize that we can have it this way without some authoritarian bullshit.
Yeah.
And I try not to get in super nuanced arguments, especially with people who I'm already 70% agreed with. But authoritarianism is something I don't budge on.
No, dude. Yeah. No, same, dude. It's where I think all of us across the spectrum can come together.
So with taxes, right? Bring it back to taxes. So with taxes, I don't first off, the Trump thing didn't move the needle for me. I'm not surprised. In 2016, he said he didn't pay taxes. He was just why would I do that? You know what I mean? And he said it again last night. He's like, people make a lot of money. He goes, I have paid millions in taxes, which I think he's lying. I honestly don't think he did.
Yeah.
I think he skated around it like every fucking billionaire does.
Yeah.
And every retail and property developer, they get the most cuts out of anything, property. And that's where a lot of this bullshit comes from, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Is this housing? That's why we won't have subsidized housing until you get rid of those fucking things, man.
Yeah.
So that's what I found interesting about taxes. Before we move on, is there anything about that you want to talk about?
No, it's just, I will say that we always get into not you and me, but in general, we always get into the weeds on these topics, and it's we forget that this is yes, there are power structures in play that we have to defeat and everything, but also that we never focus on the evolution of human nature and human consciousness, and that we could be, if we were more evolved in feudal times, imagine if we evolved, and they're all connected and everything. I'm not, but it's not we're going to legislate our way into caring for each other. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's we at some point we have to let that spring from within us and then let it affect the outer world. And of course we will have to slay those dragons and behead some motherfuckers and, tax the billionaires and all that stuff. That will have to happen. They'll probably be the last. They'll be the last to be on board. They'll be the last ones fighting, you know.
Uh-huh.
But at some point we need to, you know, we could, if all the rich people under, let's say, you know, all the rich people that have under $5 million got together and shared their shit and said, fuck whoever else above us, you know, whatever, we could solve virtually every social problem just with that. Food, water, you know, like literally it's just, I don't know. So
which then renders the people who have a monopoly on that business, the billionaires, it renders them kind of useless.
Exactly. Yeah,
you're right.
No, and it's, so I do think like we are going to have to, like, at some point, it's like when you see a homeless dude, you give him $5, you know, even if you're like hard up for cash, because you know that he has less than you know, and it's like at some point where if we all just did that all the time, then we wouldn't have this problem, and that shit would be infectious. And so anyway, I'm just like,
there's definitely a human nature, like,
just, you know,
because it's like Cenk, right? Cenk from the Young Turks. You know what I mean? He's like a thing. He's building this whole socialist kind of like PMC socialist. That's what the Young Turks are, honestly. Like it's like kind of the like managerial champagne drinking like socialists. But then the minute his company tried to unionize there, he turns fucking MAGA on him, basically, like busting unions, doing all that kind of stuff. And it's like, okay. Look, man, this is gonna sound fucking weird, but the only time I've ever heard this was in this thing. It's like when black people say, like, hey, everyone wants to be black until it's time to be black, right? And it's like everyone wants socialism until it's time to actually do socialism. It's not, dude. It will go against your human nature, especially as an American.
Yeah, no, that's a great example. Everyone wants to like listen to
I'm thinking I'm black.
Exactly. Everyone wants to listen to Come Town, and
exactly. But
no, dude, it's true. Yeah, man. Cenk, what a fucking loser.
Goddamn, Cuck Uger, man, or whatever his last name is. It should just change his name to Cuck.
Yeah.
But, I wanted to just go through these the two clips, man. Because
let's do some more, dude.
The insult one, I remember it, but I was a couple beers deep, and I was probably laughing over half of them because they Biden's were cringy, man. Like they weren't good, but like, dude, Trump. This is 2004 Donald Trump, dude. He's back. This is like when Tiger Woods like places in the top 5 in tournaments nowadays, like after like 7 back surgeries and like a Vicodin addiction. Like he comes back. Like that's what, like Donald had that like spark come in. You know what I mean? Like and so this is look at that, dude. That's a
come on, man.
But,
sure, you in fact let people know you're a senator. I'm not going to answer the question.
Why
because
would you answer that
because
question?
the question is
Justice, radical left.
Will you shut up, man?
Listen, who is on your list, Joe? Who's on your list?
Right, gentlemen, I think
this
we've
is
ended
so
this.
unprecedented.
Look at that, dude. Fucking Biden.
Well, I'll give you the list of the people who testified.
No, go ahead, sir.
Sure, you've already fired most of them because they did a good job.
Some people don't do
well,
a good
here's
job. With you,
Go ahead. Wait a minute. You get the final word, Mr.
Well, it's hard to get any word in with this clown.
Sir?
With $1 billion, if you
that
get rid
is
of
absolutely
you know what,
not true.
You're going to
Not
have
true.
Gentlemen.
Just let it
I hate to
rise.
raise my voice, but it seems to be. Why shouldn't I be different than the two of you?
That was a hot mess inside a dumpster fire, inside a train wreck. That was the worst debate I have ever seen. In fact, it wasn't even a debate. It was a disgrace. The American people lost tonight.
We, in fact, have 5%, 4% of the world's population, 20% of the deaths. 40,000 people a day.
Do you think that's true, dude?
No.
COVID. In addition to that, about between 750 and 1,000 people a day are dying. When he was presented with that number, he said,
those
it
off
is what it is. Well, it is what it is because you are who you are.
Oh,
that's
you
why
thought that was going to bang.
The president has no plan. He still hasn't even acknowledged that he knew this was happening, knew how dangerous it was going to be back in February, and he didn't even tell you. He's on record as saying it. He panicked or he just looked at the stock market, one of the two, because guess what? A lot of people died. And a lot more are going to die unless he gets a lot smarter, a lot quicker.
So, this is President. Okay. I'm sorry. I've talked to this guy at like outside of 7-Eleven before.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? He didn't even tell you this thing. Those guys, what they don't do is
they won't even tell you about.
Yeah. You're like, look, man, I understand you want to open the door for me for $1. Go ahead, man. Like,
yeah,
dude. Like, it's like, no, like it cracked me up, man. Like, cause that's, man. First off, what is his name? Chris
Wallace.
Yeah, Chris.
Yeah.
what's his name? Rasheed Wallace. Remember that 40?
Yeah.
Gotta learn to respect your elders, man.
Yeah.
But no, what was funny about that was like Chris Wallace, dude, just let it ride. We don't care.
Man.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, none of us care. And then Jake Tapper, like, this is such a disconnect from like how we, like the working class, are gonna watch. We're like, nah, yeah, fuck yeah, let it go.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like watching a fight, like a prize fight. Like, oh, fuck that guy. Oh shit, he got you. What are you gonna say? Like, they're like, we need order and such and such. Like, they've already said these are two bad candidates. Even CNN says that. You know what I mean? That these are two bad candidates. Let it. No one's gonna switch their vote.
No one.
Just let it go, man.
I know, man.
Moderator.
Yeah.
Like Rogan would have fucking killed that dude as a moderator.
Dude,
like,
that would have been great.
Halfway through Biden thing, he'd be like, Jamie, pull up that clip of a platypus eating a fucking tiger snake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You seen tiger snakes? Dude, they're fucking brutal, man.
Bro, did you know tigers do DMT?
Yeah.
It's like,
no, actually, the thing is they don't have to do it, and it's in their fucking brain already.
Yeah.
They're just basically on DMT the whole time. And like, like Biden, dude, that would have been way better than fucking Chris Wallace, dude. Like, shut up.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's and then
it'll be someone different the next one. It'll be Maddow.
Oh, even worse, dude. Because I was excited when it was Fox News, because I was like, oh, they're gonna get like let my boy Jesse Lee get in there. I know he's not Fox News, but like, dude, because if it was us saying alpha and Jesse saying beta for every point, winning.
Yeah.
Like just like some beta. Like
we could have swayed the election, dude. We could have
exactly. So it's so last clip, because there's one more thing I want to get to about the Proud Boys later, but last clip so we could play them all. This is just them talking about Trump and Biden talking about who's going to be a better president. So yeah.
Moving on to the Trump and Biden records,
they'll overthrow you.
When a president, I'm going to ask a question. When the president seeks a second term, it is generally a referendum on his record. But Vice President Biden, you like to quote one of your dad's sayings, which is, don't compare me to the almighty, compare me to the alternative. And in this case, sir, you are the alternative. Looking at both of your records, I'm going to ask each of you, why should voters elect you president over your opponent? In this segment, President Trump, you go first. Biden, 2 minutes.
Oh, I was going to say Biden danced around it so much.
There has never been an administration or president who has done more than I've done in a period of 3.5 years. And that's despite the impeachment hoax. And you saw what happened today with Hillary Clinton, where it was a whole big con job. But despite going through all of these things, where I had to fight both flanks and behind me and above, there has never been an administration that's done what I've done. The greatest, before COVID came in, the greatest economy in history, lowest unemployment numbers. Everything was good. Everything was going. And by the way, there was unity going to happen. People were calling me for the first time in years. They were calling, and they were saying, it's time maybe. And then what happened? We got hit, but now we're building it back up again. A rebuilding of the military, including Space Force and all of the other things.
Who gives a fuck? That's right there. That I'm out.
Yeah.
Like, if I was apolitical, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, who gives a fuck about space? Who gives a fuck about the military? Like, dude, fuck.
Unity, bro. Yeah.
No, all you got to say is, dude, Joe's a fucking clown. That's all you got to say, dude. Joe's a clown. Because he was doing that for a while. He said, I've had 47 months. And when I had 47 months as a president, I did more than you did. Like, the entire, like, during 47 years. And, like, boom, banger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so, anyways.
A fixing three great.
Let's go to Biden.
Judges to fill. When you leave, the reasons I have so many judges, justices, rebuilt our military, the job that we've done, and I'll tell you something, some people say maybe the most important. By the end of the first term, I'll have approximately 300 federal judges and Court of Appeals judges, 300, and hopefully 3 great Supreme Court judges, justices. That is a record the likes of which very few people, nice job, and you know one of the reasons I'll have so many judges? Because President Obama and him left me 128 judges to fill. When you leave office, you don't leave any judges. That's like, you just don't do that. They left 128 openings, and if I were a member of his party, because they have a little different philosophy, I'd say if you left us 128 openings, you can't be a good president, you can't be a good vice president. But I want to thank you, because it gives us almost, it'll probably be above that number by the end of this term, 300 judges. It's a record.
Looking at both of your records.
Where's the lie, dude? How could you disagree with that? How could you disagree?
That's alpha. That's might have been the most alpha thing of the debate.
How could you be a liberal and be like, who's wrong? You know, like it's literally right.
There's a Mitch McConnell angle that they'll take. It's some dumb, it's basically we want all the power, we had the power, but still Republicans. That's usually the thing. But Republicans. It's fucking Bill Maher, Republicans, like that type of thing.
Republicans.
Did you see that Bill Maher clip? On Jill Stein voters, and it's like, I want you to name your rape baby that you're forced to keep. I want you to name it Jill Stein.
Yeah,
and you're like, why are we talking about rape babies, dude? Like,
dude, what cringe,
like, fucking weirdo, dude. Like, I know,
cringe,
like you probably have like 3 or 4 of them. Like,
I know, yeah,
Bill Stein, and so. Yeah, I don't know. It's
he brought up some good if only he wouldn't have done that dumb shit, he would have owned that.
And we'll get to the dumb shit right now. Let's just see what Biden had to say, because that one we always want to give him a chance. So
more violent. When I was vice president, we inherited a recession. I was asked to fix it. I did. We left him a booming economy, and he caused a recession. With regard to being weaker, the fact is that I've gone head-to-head with Putin and made it clear to him we're not going to take any of his stuff. He's Putin's puppy. He still refuses to even say anything to Putin about the bounty on the heads of American soldiers.
Your son got $3.5 million.
And by the way, my son...
Wait a minute. Mr. President, your campaign agreed to both sides would get 2-minute answers uninterrupted. Well, your side agreed to it.
That? He's like, they didn't tell me that shit.
Why don't you observe what your campaign agreed to as a ground rule, okay, sir?
He never keeps his word. Can you add back
no, I'm not asking. That was a rhetorical question.
Can you add back 30 seconds?
Yeah, yes, you may have.
All right.
Go ahead.
So, thirdly, we're poor. The billionaires have gotten much more wealthy by a tune of over $300 to $400 billion more just since COVID. You in the home, you got less. You're in more trouble than you were before. In terms of being more violent.
Almost
when we were in office, there were 15% less violence in America than there is today. He's president of the United States.
That number, dude? What is that fucking 13% less violence? Like, what the fuck is that, dude? I don't know, man. Like, it's okay. First off, like I said, if I knew nothing about politics and I don't have views, I don't know what abortion, I'm not getting one of those. None of these things, right? Don't know who Ginsburg is, don't know who any of this is. If I watch the debate and go, this is my first time I'm paying attention to this stuff, how do you vote for Joe Biden?
I know, dude. Yeah. It's
because at least Trump, you're down to watch the world burn in the funniest way possible.
Yeah, dude.
Like at least, there's definitely like a black pill, like light it all on fire thing with Trump, where you're like, I'll laugh at something every single fucking day.
Yeah.
So,
no, man. Nuts. If Biden doesn't win this shit, dude, it's fucking sad, man.
It's over, dude. It's over. Okay, Proud Boys. Let's talk about that's the last thing I want to talk about. So we don't have the clip. It's whatever. They asked, Chris Wallace was like, can you please just denounce white supremacists? Because they keep bringing up that Charlottesville, very fine people on both sides type thing. I don't know. When I heard that first statement, I was kind of like, it just sounded like Trump was not trying to piss anybody off when they said that. Like, he was just kind of like, I'm sure there was a couple good folks out there. Like, that was what I took from it. But then that became...
Well, the full quote, he does say, not like those white supremacists who are bad people. Like, he literally does disavow. That's like a media thing. Obviously, Trump is like a racist white supremacist dude.
Sure.
But, I mean, just going by what he said, you know what I mean? Anyway, so yeah, it's just But anyway, go on.
So, with the Proud Boys, they asked him to denounce the Proud. They keep saying Proud Boys like that's the only white supremacist organization. It's not. But they keep saying, like, oh, denounce the Proud Boys. And Trump just goes, sure. He said, sure. Okay. And then they're like, say it. Like that. Yeah. And he's just like, whatever. And like, he kind of danced around it. And it was bullshit. He should have just said it. Like, honestly, like, why? They're going to vote for you whether you do that or not. They're not going to be like, Biden now. Like, they're not going to do that. Although Richard Spencer's voting for Biden, which is hilarious.
Yeah, dude.
But
denounce that, right?
That's what I would have said. I would say make him denounce Richard Spencer. Yeah. And because Richard Spencer was like, you know what? I think Trump got it wrong. I'm voting for Biden this time. Like, it's he did say that. It's on his Twitter account. I don't think he was doing a bit. I don't think Richard Spencer's smart enough to do a bit.
No, dude.
So what was funny about like the Proud Boys, it's this weird Antifa and the Proud Boys, because he was like, Joe, denounce Antifa, and actually Joe Biden had the better answer, was like, I don't even know what the fuck Antifa is.
Yeah.
He's like, no, he was like, it's a fucking, like, it's just a saying. It's not a fucking organization. And honestly, lightweight true. Like lightweight, true. It's not some fucking there's like probably groups of 10 or 12 people that are like, we're this division of Antifa, but that's LARPing, dude. I'm sorry. Like it's not, they're not fucking the Black Panthers. They're not, it's not an organized coalition. So
every group is just so lame. Every group is just so lame these days, dude. It's just so like,
And anyway, people say that it's the KKK. The Proud Boys are the KKK, and like, this is not going to be like a fucking pro either of them. I'm just saying the KKK like was way more of a fucking huge national organization. But the Proud Boys is like fucking like 35 dudes.
And dude, it's just
they're fucking
dumb.
beta. They're all fucking lame, dude. They're like, no, they're not going to do shit. They're already complaining about milkshakes with cement. The KKK wouldn't even trip off that. The KKK is like, cement milkshakes? What? Like, come on. Like,
I don't know, man. It's just the latest fucking. Both sides do it, man. The fucking like the Antifa is the boogeyman for the right. It's like their big Marxist.
It's so dumb. It's the worst part of this election. Is the Antifa versus which neither of those guys, in my opinion, I will say Trump does definitely spew out some like Proud Boy talking points. I won't say he doesn't. Joe Biden panders to Antifa from time to time because that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to get the left to vote for him at times. And like I'm saying they pander, but neither of them are like, it's not like there's a member of either organization running for president. It's not like some fucking thing. I don't. It's
just a dumb culture war thing, dude. It's so crazy.
If you hate Trump that much, you don't have to reach this far. That's all I'm saying. Like you don't have to. You don't, if you hate Joe Biden, you don't even like, he's not, I hear it all the time too. I keep hearing, Biden administration is funding Antifa. I'm like, that is the dumbest thing I've ever fucking heard in my life.
Yeah. It's so dumb. And the whole thing, like literally, it's like a handful of people on both sides that are just like counter protesting each other in Portland and other cities. And they just like, it's just fucking lame as fuck, dude. It's like everyone's over it, It's just like fucking, I don't know.
That's why I hate Andy Ngo and Ian Miles Chong, dude. Those guys are such fucking beta cucks, dude. Like both of them. Like Andy Ngo is like, first off, like
worst.
I think Ian Miles Chong is the fucking worst though. Like, and I'm honestly, what Trump was talking about, I said it on our account. Like he was saying, he's been skimming the Chong timeline for sure. Ian Miles Chong, like when he saw, because he talked about Biden, nobody's at the Biden rallies. That was the Ian Miles Chong post that I saw going around where it was like a camera and like two people. You know what I mean? Like that was an Ian Miles Chong post. I know Trump's seen that. He probably follows him from a burner. I know Trump has a burner.
Dude.
No chance that he doesn't.
Like
no, dude, it's like it's a black
Biden
dude.
doesn't.
It's a black guy too.
Dude.
It's absolutely like Black Patriot 47.
Dude.
And like he joins all the follow trains and all that kind of shit.
Dude,
I'm telling you, like the minute that's gonna be the funniest exposure of Trump is his burner account. That's gonna be the funniest fucking thing. And so I think he does that, and I think he's online as fuck. We all know that. And it's like all these things that the liberals do. Like, do you denounce this? Do you denounce that? They're like, I don't, what the fuck? I don't even know what that is. I'm 75 years old, bro. Like I'm still tripping off the Black Panthers. I'm still tripping off of the KKK. Like, I don't know what these two organizations even are. It's like Gavin McGinnis and shit like that. Like, what is this? But
I know. No, and I thought when I first kept hearing about the Proud Boys and everything, and I'm like, oh shit, what is this? And then I heard that like Gavin McInnes was the founder. I'm like, wait, what?
Beta.
Dude,
like,
what the fuck?
Exactly what it is, bro. And but you're
it's like and the thing is like I don't
And I'm saying you're in Portland's where all this shit's going down, right?
So Proud Boys aren't. There are real white supremacists like Nazis in Portland, Oregon, dude. It's not them.
They're skinheads in Santa Cruz, bro. Like legit skinheads.
For sure,
like I'm saying, like, and they have meetings and shit. They're not even talking about this shit, dude.
I know, dude.
Proud Boys, like the guy that used to work at Vice.
Exactly.
Like, all right, bro, throwing dildos at the fucking wall. Like that.
Bro. Just exactly.
That guy is the fucking like, dude. Okay. So far from the liberal side, we have the game show host of The Apprentice is a fascist, and the guy from Vice News or whatever Vice thing is the leader of the new KKK.
Exactly.
Right,
dude.
So far so good. And then you have Joe Biden funding Antifa from the right side. And it's like no, dude, they're literal cops.
Do you hear yourself? Yeah, exactly.
Trump was trying to get people to denounce the police, right? He's trying to get fucking Trump like denounce the police. He's vice president's a cop.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Like, like, yeah, but it was funny because Biden wouldn't say he wanted law and order because that's honestly like the worst thing to say right now.
Yeah,
you want law and order, and then Trump, and then Biden finally goes, yeah, we love the cops. I get endorsements. He goes, well, you lost half your fan base there. Like he was just trolling them, dude. It's hilarious. Like
so great.
Oh man, fuck the fucking Proud Boys and all that shit, dude. Like man. Why? Like it's this weird thing now that you see with like masks, right? And like stuff like that. It's like, okay, you don't wear a mask in public. Therefore, that makes you racist.
Yeah.
It's Trump supporter, then racist, then Proud Boys, and anti-vax too. So that's when you don't wear a mask, which is hilarious because dude, there's like black dudes from Oakland at my work that don't wear masks. Like it's
exactly.
True. Like dude, people don't like it's just a thing. Like it's not a fucking identity. Like not everything is an identity, man. Yes, there are protesting.
It's like that black dude hustler on that video earlier this year where he's got a stack of cash and he's from like New Orleans. He's like, fuck the virus, don't give a fuck. You know, he's just like, or that shit. It's like, is he fucking MAGA, dude?
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly. So no, it's I don't know.
That's what happens when we're on Twitter too much, you know, when we're all like literally our takes are online or whatever.
And people who like don't go outside, who haven't gone outside in 6 months are like, this is what this means. It's like you aren't even outside to see it. So you don't even know. Like it's hilarious to me that this debate, all it is, and I said it last night, all it is you're just voting for what press conference you want. That's all it is. You're voting for like
That's great.
How can I not pay attention to politics? That's all it is. You're voting on it. Like, so if Trump's in, I have to pay attention for politics because we can't have this. And same thing if Biden wins from the right, they can't have that. But if Trump wins, they could kind of just chill. You know what I'm saying? But if Biden wins and the left can just chill, you know, the Dems and all that stuff, they can just chill like they did during the Obama administration, look at it through rose-colored glasses. Cool. You know what I mean? That's all you're doing. Like, stop saying that this is impacting so many people's lives when it's not.
It's dude. Exactly. We just need real change, dude. We need real shit. Yeah, and it's what it is. It's a huge excuse not to do anything, worrying about all this shit. You know,
kills me, man. Like it fucking kills me. Like I don't know. What else you got, man? I'm like that was all I had. I had to get these takes off, man.
No, I just think it's old. It's all the same people. It's all the same. Like the first couple of weeks of the shit, I was like, okay, we know where we stand. You know, are you like a white supremacist or not? Are you this or that? And now it's just like now it's just like some LARP shit. You know, it's just
It's a cult, dude. I will say,
and I can't believe that the presidents are talking about this shit.
That's where Trump kills me, dude. Trump kills me because he's feeding into it. Whether he's trying to do it directly or if he's doing it to piss somebody off, I fucking hate them when he does that stuff. Yeah. And like the other thing, Biden was making golf jokes about Trump all the time. And that's my new thing I hate the most. If you hate Trump this much, you should want him golfing 24/7. Because then he's not fucking up the country like you say he is.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, exactly.
Obama was having Steph Curry over for basketball, and they were just fucking drone striking weddings while that was happening,
dude. Yeah,
I'm telling you,
from the iPhone, dude.
Remember that picture, dude? I wish I still had that where he's showing Michelle the fucking
it's
a picture of it, and then it's like a radar fucking drone strike.
Hey, check this out, honey.
Yeah, dude. That was great. So like again, you know, I'm not black pilled enough to vote for Trump. Shout out CRK, our guy fucking CRK, but like I'm not black pilled enough to do that. I'm not going to, but I every single day, every single time I hear Joe Biden talk, I understand why apolitical people with their first dipping their toe into the political waters are like, nah, that guy's way sicker. You know what I mean? To like Trump.
Totally, dude.
Like, I get it now. I didn't in 2016.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I got it in 2016.
I know you did. You're good though. You're ahead of me on everything.
I would never vote for Trump. I would just burn it on the Green Party. Like, why the fuck not? You know, like
See, I still can't do that.
That's just Green Party was way cooler last 4 years too than it is fucking now,
Hawkins, dude. I'm not a Howie
Hawkins,
dude. Bro.
I'm not voting. I'm just not gonna vote this year.
That's what I mean. Because like I don't.
Yeah, I get if you vote for Biden. I don't care. You know, if people vote for Biden.
Well, let's talk about that real fast about the Green Party. So what the fuck does that do? Because like I understand what you're saying, but like you're still okay. You're basically admitting the electoral process is bullshit.
Yeah.
Right. It's bullshit because it is. But you're still participating in it, and that's like. But you're participating it to let you know you hate it. It's like the guy wearing the fucking mask saying like this useless as our governor. Like I just to me like that was always what I didn't get. And I fuck with Ralph Nader tough.
Yeah.
Like I love Ralph Nader. But
the whole thing is like what people say is we got to get it to 5%, quote unquote, so that they can so we can get out of the two-party duopoly system, right? And which is, I bet even if that happened, they wouldn't let it happen.
Fuck that, dude.
It's like
what dude? What do you think? Like fucking like,
oh, you beat us. Oh,
yeah,
okay,
you think like now private insurance companies they're gonna be like, well, they don't want our fucking money, so we're not gonna fund them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
you're still going against these giants, man. It's not gonna happen. This is like if the fucking San Jose Giants were like, let's go play against fucking the Washington Nationals, see if we beat them. You know what I mean? It's like you're a single A team, dude. Like it's not gonna fucking happen. And I don't doubt that you're all passionate about what you do. And I'm not, again, it's not very consequential. I'm not even the type of person to think that you even swayed the election in 2016. I don't think you did. Yeah. I think that was still lack of accountability on the Democratic Party. I just don't get the system sucks, but I'm still going to do this.
Yeah.
You know, I don't understand.
No, that's a good point. Yeah.
That take.
I mean, last time, well, I was younger last time, and so hella invested in Bernie, and it just was the natural progression, you know.
I hear you. No, I voted. Full hand up. I voted for fucking Hillary, and I'm still shaking the beta off. The ABI when I enter my day in, they're like Hillary 2016. Remember?
It's gonna haunt me forever. When you die, that will be like the first question God asks you.
Straight up. No, and the reason I say that is I will I don't want that to ever come back. You know, like I did, like I'm saying I didn't, because I did, and I fucked up. But I fully admit I was a fucking lib until like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, honestly. Right after the election, I kind of started waking up. But so like I will say that I'm not even talking about 2016. I'm just talking about now with all this shit that's happened. How can you just be like, the electoral process that completely fucked my candidate? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One way or another, however you slice it.
Yeah. So
that's
a good point. Yeah.
I won't fault anybody for doing it. I don't get the emotional. Vote, do whatever the hell you want. You know, write in somebody. I saw people writing in Bernie. Do that, sure, whatever.
Yeah.
So
I like that.
Yeah.
Fuck, how do I keep yawning?
Nah, I know. I ranted pretty hard.
No, that wasn't you. That was
No, I did though. I do feel bad about that, but
that's good.
I've been sitting on this, bro. Like, I've been sitting on this, and we need to get your buddy for some COVID. I don't want to do any more COVID till he's here, man. Like, I want to do
get
that.
Your list of questions going.
I'm just what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add, I want you to get down to the science, and I want me to be like, well, okay, at my job this happens. Why is this necessary? I want to do that.
Totally,
so that's what I feel like. That's a good balance of questions, and then you can get into like the fucking nitty gritty because that's what you do. But like I don't want to say names yet or anything because we don't know. But we should be having a guest pretty soon. Maybe a couple lined up. So break the echo chamber. As always, subscribe to us on iTunes, Spotify. We're on Pocket Cast now. YouTube is always preferred in my opinion, but I'm actually going to get a light pretty soon because dude, people have been shitting on me on my Raiders podcast. They're like, dude, get some more light, man. Like, fuck.
It's your shit in the background. It keeps focusing on that sun pouring through.
No, and the Zoom camera, you can't adjust the Zoom camera for it sucks, dude. They're saying Skype you can do it.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. But then Skype, dude, fucking NSA, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
But
dude.
I will never Skype. That's what we're not doing.
Yeah.
And but what I found interesting is they've had these fucking cameras you can put on top, like these little like LED lights. So they like light up your camera a little bit.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna try that. I got fucking $84, dude. So let's
do it.
I bought this other little Pixar bullshit light from the Pixar opening credits, and that ain't working. So so subscribe to us on iTunes. Follow this YouTube channel, subscribe here. Leave us a review on iTunes too. I found out that the more reviews you leave, like if you actually really like this podcast and you've been listening for a while, leave a review and it pops up more. You know what I mean? I guess. Even if you don't like it, leave a review anyways. Fuck it. We got 1 star on there. I've seen it.
Sick.
But I think it was a MAGA bro, if I'm not mistaken. That Candace Owens thread. But I'm just saying. I think we'll be back next week, and hopefully we can get a guest. Let's try to do that. So,
it's gas.
All right, guys.